Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Creative Mind. So today I am going to review a book. So the name of the book is Complete Guide to Watercolor by David Webb. So David Webb is a great artist and teacher, okay, from UK. So this is the first page of this book and this is the contents. The book has 5 chapters. Chapter 1 is tools and materials, the second chapter is techniques, and the third chapter is making pictures, fourth chapter is expression from a surface, and the fifth chapter is approaches to watercolor. So this is David Webb and this is few demonstrations of his painting, and meet David Webb in this section. You can read about David Webb, about his career, all of these things. And the first chapter, tools and materials. In this chapter David Webb discuss about watercolor paintings, pans and tubes, different size of tubes, okay, artist color and student colors, troubleshooting problem with tube paints, pigments properties, how to use the pigments, okay, and brushes. There are many kind of brushes in a watercolor painting, like mob brushes, round brushes, flat brushes, rigger brushes, okay, brush pens, how to use the brushes. Also palette, he discussed also about palettes. The main thing about this about watercolor painting is the paper. So there are 5 kinds of papers: hot press paper, cold press paper, a rough paper, tint paper. He discussed about. I mainly use the cold press paper for my painting, and stretching the papers with masking tape or paper tapes, okay, how to stretch a painting, and the other equipments for using a painting, like the hair dryer, the brush. Hair dryer is used to first to dry the painting, okay. So getting comfortable with SL and watercolor bags, okay, everything. And the second chapter is about technique. In this chapter he discussed about the color wheel, the artist friend, okay. It is a very essential thing about watercolor painting. You can use this in your painting, okay, to understand the tonal values, to understand the color, choosing your colors. And now the tonal value. This is how to use the tonal values, understanding the tonal values in a sphere and a cube. 3 ways of mixing color: in a mixing a palette, mixing a paper, and glazing, okay. And there are color in context. Tint background wash. In this section he discussed about the background wash, step-by-step guide of this painting. As you can see, wet on dry techniques, how to use wet and dry technique. Very specious guide about wet and dry technique, special guide, okay. This is a resist, using masking fluid, how to use masking fluid, common problems using masking fluid, how to solve the problem, take a wax, preserving areas of white, step-by-step guide. As you can see, layer masking, lifting out the color from the paper, how to lifting out the color from the paper, okay. Backgrounds, lines and washes. As you can see, materials to draw the painting, all the essential materials to draw this painting, step-by-step guide. Ways of working: multiple wash method, direct method, okay, how to use the multiple wash method, how to use the direct method. Discuss everything in this book. And the third chapter is making pictures. In this chapter you can see the viewpoint and format of a painting, okay, what color you leave out, what color you add in, everything is discussed in this chapter. Selecting a focal point in a painting. This is a very important thing, to select a focal point in a painting. In this painting, as you can see that this is the focal point of this painting. Also in this painting this is the focal point, okay. Perspective of a painting, okay, very clearly discuss the perspective of a painting. In this painting the perspective is discussed here, as you can see, okay. Trees drawing in this painting, and a step-by-step guide, everything in a step-by-step guide, okay. Starting greens, as you can see, every step is clearly given. Sunlight and shades. This is a water reflection, very hard to draw, but discussed in this book, as you can see. Bubbles, textures, architecture texture, glasses and shiny objects, positions of portrait, how to draw a portrait, okay. It's a step-by-step guide of drawing a portrait. Approaches to color. In this section he discussed other artist painting, The Beauty in the Shadow, Jane Freeman. This is a painting of Jane Freeman. A light area does not pop unless it is near a dark, okay. You can see the beautiful painting. This is a very beautiful painting, as you can see. This is a very beautiful painting. And this painting, this is also a very beautiful painting, okay. All the techniques to draw this painting is given here. This is also a very few good paintings demonstrated in this book. So there are many paintings to practice, okay. As you can see, Leo Waterways paintings. This is also a painting very good. Thomas Webb painting, Thomas W. initial sketch, beauty in decay, and this book has 256 pages. So this is a very good book. If you want to buy a book, then you can obviously buy this book. This is from the beginning guide, okay, and it's in advanced section, so you can obviously buy this book. Thank you.